it's Miss Becky. I want to read you one of my favorite books. My boys love this book too, and there's 2 more in the series, and so maybe I will read those on different days. It's called Knuffle Bunny by Mo Willems. You might have this book at home or you've read it before, so you can read along with me or you can just listen. Not so long ago, before she could even speak words, Trixie went on an errand with her daddy. Have you ever gone on an errand with your mommy or your daddy or another grown-up? Errands are little trips that moms or dads or grown-ups have to take to get something done, like to the bank or pick up something from someone's house or from a store. That's called an errand, and grown-ups have to do a lot of them. Trixie and her daddy went down the block through the park. There they go, down the block, through the park. Past the school. Have you ever gone past our school when you were going somewhere? And into the laundromat. A lot of our friends have probably never been to a laundromat. Do you have a washer and dryer at your house? Some friends don't, or sometimes they break, and then you have to go to a place called the laundromat. And inside there's lots of washers and dryers, and usually you have to put money in the machines to make them work. Trixie helped her daddy put the laundry into the machine. She even got to put money in the machine. Then they left. Do you notice anything in this picture? But a block or so later, Trixie realized something. Oh. How does Trixie look like she feels? Trixie turned to her daddy and said, "Aggle flaggle clabble!" She can't talk yet using words. "That's right," replied her daddy. "We're going home." Do you think that's what she was trying to say? "Aggle flaggle clabble!" Trixie tried again. "Flaggle flabble, lumpy flappy, snurp." Oh, does Trixie look like she feels happy or sad? "Now please don't get fussy," said her daddy. Well, she had no choice. Trixie bawled. Wah! She went boneless. Boneless means she just kind of fell on the floor and got all wiggly like a noodle, and her daddy could barely pick her up. She did everything she could to show him how unhappy she was. By the time they got home, her daddy was unhappy too. Look at her. Have you ever acted like that when your mom or dad was trying to carry you or get you to do something you didn't want them to do? Now they're getting home. How does Daddy look? As soon as Trixie's mommy opened the door, she asked, "Where's Knuffle Bunny?" Uh-oh. Do you think that's what Trixie was trying to tell her daddy? The whole family ran down the block and they ran through the park. They zoomed past the school and into the laundromat. Trixie's daddy looked for Knuffle Bunny and looked and looked and looked. He's looking behind the machine. He's looking all the way in the back of the machine. But Knuffle Bunny was nowhere to be found. Oh no. Look at Trixie's face. So Trixie's daddy decided to look harder. Sometimes when you think you've looked everywhere and you still can't find something, you just have to look harder until Knuffle Bunny! They found Knuffle Bunny! And those were the first words Trixie ever said. How does Trixie look now? I think she looks so happy she found Knuffle Bunny. Now let's go back to that page when I said, do you notice anything? When they were leaving the laundromat, do you remember? She put the money in and then they left and I said, do you notice anything? Now do you notice anything? I noticed that looks like Knuffle Bunny got left in the wash machine. I think Trixie knew and she was trying to tell her daddy, but he didn't understand her. But now she knows how to say Knuffle Bunny. So I can't wait to tell you about the next two stories, and you can find out what happens in those if you don't already know. And if you do, then maybe you can have the books ready to look at when I do it next time. I love you all and I miss you, and I wish I was reading these books to you at school, but since I can't, I'm glad I get to do it this way. I hope you're having a great time at home, that you're spending lots of time playing and making up new things to do and reading books with your mom and dad and sisters and brothers and pets, and that you're just enjoying this nice weather.